Okay, so this is Zach. He's just been staying overnight at one of the staff's cabins. So he's got the nice blankets on top to keep him warm as it's very cold at night. And this is Zach. I think he's ready to come out. Hi, Zachy. He's currently got a hot water bottle in there. So I think it's just under this blanket here. So I think he likes that a bit too much. Yeah. I think he's just woken up, so he's being lazy like us and he doesn't want to come out. Like many of us don't want to come out of our beds in the morning. But he'll make his way out soon and I'll come back to you. So Zach is out. He's a bit tired, I think.
We're here at Body Stress Release with Zach, who's going to have some treatment today.
Alright, so bite me.
He's afraid now. He has been mishandled, so.
Manipulating the muscles and things is very, very important to try and help get little Zach back to normal as possible. Of course, one of our biggest concerns is him biting the practitioner, so we always got to keep that little mouth busy with something and keep his mind off what's going on. But as you can see, he seems to really be enjoying this, and of course it's of great benefit.
There was a fracture in the right shoulder and then skull. There was 2 severe skull fractures as well. Okay. They will be healed by now, but just giving viewers an update on Zach. He's got some music therapy for the vestibular system playing in the background. He's got some lovely sound frequencies and calming music for his brain. He likes to hide in the corner under the desk. It's his safe spot. He's got a water bowl as well now, but he doesn't use it, but he does dip his hands in and lick the water. So we do also offer him water in a small plastic cup which he drinks. He's doing most things by himself now, so he finds his food himself. He's also walking in much straighter lines, which is great. Very curious about everything. Still has the head tilt, but you can see the walking, well, usually is much straighter. He did a circle just there, but we'll get some more filming of him in a straight line. Still prefers his milk from a Miracle Teat syringe, but he does also drink some milk from a cup now. Let me try feel it. Yeah. Sorry. Victoria's just carrying Zach to his outdoor garden space. He gets at least a minimum of an hour a day outside, if not more, depending on how he does. Sometimes it's a few hours.
So as you can see with these little ones, even here with Zach. Nothing is actually forced. So everything's something that they're willing to do on their own. It's the same as he feels safe inside the carrier, so it is somewhere where he will go back inside because he feels like it's a dark room that he can get away from everything. And the same with coming out to explore the surroundings. So nothing's done to frighten them or anything. When he's ready to come out, he'll come out and he'll start moving around and seeing what's actually going on. Orientating himself, of course, is also another very big thing. And it's also important that he gets used to everything. So it's one of the reasons we bring him outside, so he gets the feeling of the ground, the leaves and things like this. He can hear the different sounds and sort of explore his surroundings, hear what's actually going on, because there'll be other monkey sounds around. And also here with the food, we're spreading it around, so he has to pick it up himself, which actually helps his dexterity a little bit. So he has to use his hands, he has to find them, and all of this is helping the brain in the long run heal a lot faster and get a lot better. So you can see he's doing quite nice as it is. He's walking in a lot more of a straight line from one end to the other, which is also very, very important. And he sort of seems to know what's actually going on, where to hide, to find little spots that he can go and sit in and get away from stuff. Sometimes if there is a sound, he'll try and hide away. And another good idea that Josie has was bringing him out a balancing ball. So he's just inspecting his balancing ball at the moment to see how it works. And hopefully in time he'll climb up on there, and this should help him a little bit change his balance. And of course that's going to also help the brain working things out a lot better, and hopefully that'll help him come right a lot sooner than what we expect.
So if you saw that, Zach walked all the way over to the blanket that's hanging down behind the desk, and then he pulled it. And it's not that he felt it, he must have been able to see it, which is really good progress. He's done that several times now. And he can also change directions as well. He's exploring a lot more. Still got his head tilt, but look at his straight lines that he's doing. It's amazing. Before he could only do circles, and now he can turn, he can go do straight lines, he can grab things, he's trying to get to that blanket. And he gets grooms from his carers. He finds his own food. So it's all really good progress. And he hears monkey sounds, so he comes over for a groom. Again, we try and mimic that natural instinct to be groomed by usually fellow primates, fellow monkeys. So until he gets them, that's what we need to do for him. And he'll tell us if he doesn't like it because he pushes our hands away. But otherwise he does actually come up to the people he knows for some grooming. He feels safe with us, the people that he's actually been working with, or we've been working with him. Just carrying Zach down to meet Cuddy and Floki through the bars for the first time. So volunteer Kirsten is carrying him and going to grooming dales. He'll stay in his carrier. We have no idea what the interactions are going to be like yet, but we hope they are good ones. And also what Zach's response is going to be as well. So Floki's first up to investigate.
Well, who knows what Floki and Cuddy actually thought. They didn't seem to be aggressive, more inquisitive. So we hope the slow introductions makes it easier, because there is a very, very good chance that this little one is actually going to spend time with them. So we just got to see. So the introduction will be slow, we'll take our time, and hopefully they get used to each other.
Here with Kirsten from Belgium, volunteer. Here for how long? How long are you here for?
2 months.
2 months, okay. And how do you think it went with Zach meeting Cuddy and Floki through the fence today?
Well, I think it went pretty well actually. So Floki, he came up first and he looked at Zach in his crate and was pretty interested. And then Cuddy came up as well. And then after I think a minute or two, they went off again. And Zach was actually not stressed, or not as much as stressed as we thought he would be, so that was good. And he stayed there for a couple of minutes more, and then we took him back just because it's a very hot day here in Sanin. So yes, he's now back in his cabin and resting a bit. So,
What temperature was it today roughly?
32 degrees I think it's gonna be, so it's,
So yeah, definitely a hot one, thank
Yeah.
you. Zach's just back from his second body stress release appointment with Camilla. There he is, there's the little man. He's been eating all the way home. So Camilla, how did it go today at his appointment?
It went very well. He settled down very quickly and he really enjoyed it, and I think he probably went to sleep for a little bit as well.
Did he
Yeah.
like his grapes this time?
He didn't as much. He actually preferred to have a little nap, I think, but he ate all of them after. He ate the whole time after, so
He definitely looked relaxed after, so
Yes,
I'm sure he's
he
going to have
really
a bit of a
liked
nap
it.
or just a rest now. Okay,
Most
thank you very
likely.
much. And there he's going to go up to his cabin. He's also got a balance ball in his cabin as well. Stability ball to help him. So we're doing everything that we can, along with his visits to Floki and Cuddy on a daily basis now as well. There we go. Zach's appointment.
Well, it's just amazing the progress with little Zach in finding his food and being able to eat it. If you switch back to the original video a couple of weeks ago when he first arrived, you basically think there was actually no hope at all for this little guy. But the perseverance of the team and everybody is really amazing. And just to see him now sitting up like this, finding his own little bits of fruit that he likes, choosing the ones that he likes to eat, and basically eating them himself from the first days of having to try and force feed him and things like this. The change is just remarkable, and it's just this is a satisfaction that everybody gets, is like the change in this little guy, and that little happy face of his now that he's actually slowly becoming a monkey again, and he's just doing so well. It's just really remarkable.
So have Zach here in his play area eating a grape on a nice hot day, so he likes to sit in the shade.
Well, the balance ball always seemed like a fantastic idea. We just really weren't too sure if Zach was actually going to use it. Because the problem is you can't really put him on an uneven surface like that. It's something that he has to do on his own accord and sort of get on there so that he doesn't build up like a kind of fear of it. Because if we just put him on there and he fell off, the chances of him using it later on would be very, very slim. So one sits around hoping he's going to do something, almost like an integration. You know, they come along and say, okay, what's he going to do next? And you're never really too sure. And then there's just that little moment where he just steps on like that, and it's, you know, it's so remarkable. And there he's getting his little balance and that. So even though it doesn't look like a mission, that is quite something that little Zach's actually done there, because you know, it does move if you don't keep your position quite correct. I don't know if any of you at home have ever tried standing on one of them, but at least he seems to have liked it, and we've managed to, well, he's managed to climb on it more than once, which is really helping his balance and things like this, and also helps the brain, all the little nerves and things start attaching again to keep his balance, which is really amazing. Well, we end off this episode with little Zach reaching the end of the day, and him coming and having a look at his little carrier cage or his safety cage to see if he wants to climb in there. He's going to get a little bit of his last meal and something to eat, and get something to chomp just for the end of the day. And as you'll see the video ending, he sort of walks around his little cage and basically climbs in himself, where it's nice and warm. He's got a nice little warm hot water bottle in there to keep him cozy, and some nice little blankets. And of course it's dark and he feels safe in there, and he gets in there himself and goes to bed, which is quite amazing. So that you'll see near the end. Further than that, I'd just like to say to everybody, thank you for watching. All of those that helped me celebrate my birthday by donating to the 30-year revamp, thank you very much for that. It's a big help. It's a big mission. We're starting off slowly at the foundation to repair things and fix stuff up. The first is doing all the water piping. We've repainted Disneyland again, so hopefully there are a few little ones been born out into the wild. So we're going to, baby season will probably be starting again shortly. So we're just getting everything and all the cameras and that set up, so it will be good. But further than that, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, sharing, donating, being part of our family. We really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.